Castrum Meridianum 6.1. We can't skip these scenes, but if you're tanking, activate your stance. Right, so on the initial pull, they put a wall in between so that you can't do a full end-to-end pull, which would honestly probably kill most tanks. Get your butt over here. Make sure you've got everything on you, and if you see one like hanging off to the back like that, haunt them, get them back over to you. Alright, once that's done, make sure to smack the enemies. Pop cooldown, pop another cooldown, and burn the enemies like they are last week's refuse. So you can do this in 2 pulls, or you can do it in 4 pulls. The first boss is still the Black Eft. Make sure to get all the adds on you. First thing he does is the Magitek Ray. You just want to move out of the way of it. Boss will request assistance, which will bring adds into play. So, it looks like they initially aggro on the tank, but I don't know how effective that initial aggro is, so it's good to go over and smack them once to establish some more threat on them. Requesting assistance again. He summons in the 2 Magitek Colossuses. Which I will target one. And I'm gonna stun that one. Oh, you can't stun these. Okay. Black Eft is gonna do the Magitek Ray in a direction. You don't want to be standing in front of it. Requesting assistance one more time. Pulls out some Colossuses and some signifiers. So just maintain what you've been doing. Pop a couple cooldowns just to be on the safe side. AoE everything down. Avoid the high-tech Magitek Ray, high-efficiency Magitek Ray, and burn the Black Eft the last little bit of its health bar. Incendiary support is going to drop bombs all over the place. It's raid-wide damage. You can't stop it, you just mitigate it. You run over to the disposal chute. Okay. You no longer need to turn off searchlights. There were no searchlights at the beginning. The searchlight that was along here is gone. Just beat the crap out of everything. Avoid the AoEs. Stun the big guy if you want to. And somebody already stunned him. Interesting. I didn't know any of them had a stun, unless the white mage. I didn't see a holy go off. Okay, threat established on them. Come up, grab the vanguards. Now I know some people might be wondering why I do a jump while pulling. And it's a very simple answer. I do jump while pulling because if you're mid-air and if you've got the settings turned on to where you will turn in the direction of your skill, if you are running and you jump and you use a skill, you will not turn in that direction as long as you are still changing your direction while you're running. What I do is I use the right mouse button to adjust my camera view while I'm running. Launch the shield lob out, and prevent the camera or my character from changing direction while, see, you can go like that. And if you noticed, I did not do a jump there, and I did a little tiny stutter step. That's because it tried to move me. But thermobaric strike. Epicenter AoE. Run away from it. Boss runs back to the middle. Hypercharge. You got ranged attacks, even if you're melee. Use them. Here comes the tank buster. Keep forgetting I have other defensive skills. Alright, we got another epicenter. Run away from it. Dodge out of the overcharge. Boss runs back to the middle. Targeted support. Actually a little bothered that I haven't gotten a heal in a while. Okay, we got tank buster mitigated. Wasn't able to get out its thermobaric strike. Alright, we need to go to the parade ground. We got a Colossus. We got Vanguards. So again, move so that they are facing away from the party, because they do have skills. Let's focus on the Colossus. I've got threat, so I'm going single target on the Colossus. And looks like holies are going out. Okay. They just... Animations for them are not showing up as well for me now. I think it's brighter if I'm the one casting it. Right. Wrong way. Right. So, you no longer need to put out the lights up there. Just come in and AoE the group down while Sid blows up the field generator. No more shooting at things in the sky. And we got the Colossus coming down again. I'm gonna grab them both. Chase them away from the party. Because they do Grand Sword. And it's easy just to single target them down. Crap. Done the wrong one for that. Get hit by the Grand Sword. Okay, we'll target the other one. Right. And we're at the last boss. It's almost like people don't want to be oppressed. And that's all Garlemald wants to do, is colonize and oppress. Alrighty. So, Livia Sas Junius. And noisy upstairs neighbors. It's okay. Artificial plasma is raid-wide DPS. Raid-wide damage. Okay, roundhouse. Point-blank AoE. And it's immediately followed by ring of ground-targeted AoEs. Got this going on. Tank Buster. Infinite Reach. It's a collection of attacks you just have to move through. There's always going to be a spot to dodge to. And our healer's down. Our red mage does not have a heal. I do not have a heal. I'm going to use Hallowed Ground here on the Tank Buster. Try to do what I can. Thermobaric Strike. Let's get damage reduction on that. You dodge the epicenter AoEs as best you can. This one's gonna hurt. Yep, that hurt. Let's use a super potion. Thermobaric Strike, we're gonna have to move again. And we got the roundhouse. Ryan. Artificial Plasma, that's probably going to kill me. Yep. Alright. Right. So, difficult to do without a healer. Some fights you can do without a healer, but if I were playing as warrior, I may have had a better chance because they self-heal a little bit easier. Gunbreaker, I don't think they get their heal until later, and Dark Knight, they do have a heal, but I don't think it's as effective as the warrior. So it still would have been death. So, let's do this again. Artificial Plasma is going to be damage to everybody. Okay, Roundhouse. Point blank AoE followed by AoEs around the edge. Dodge out of everything. Okay, we got the Tank Buster coming. Algia Climb is the Tank Buster. Infinite Reach. So, you want to move and stand in a spot where it's going to be safe. Spot where it's going to be safe. Spot where it's going to be safe. Then she does the 8 cross. Tank Buster coming again. I'll pop Rampart with it so that it's not as damaging. Thermobaric Strike. Calls it in. Then we got the Epicenter AoEs. We got a Tank Buster. The fight is not overly complex, but it is definitely good for teaching things that will come later. The Thermobaric Strike is a nice variation on things that come later. There is her roundhouse. So just move out of it, move in. Wipe the walls with her. Artificial Plasma. Don't have to worry too much about that one, that's the raid-wide damage. Artificial Boost. She basically gives herself enhanced stats. So now would be a good time for the... Oh, yeah, she starts chaining those. So you limit break and get her down. She is just that easy to go down. So, that is that. Thank you for watching. I hope you found it informative. If you want to see more Final Fantasy XIV videos, please like, follow, and subscribe. The usual YouTube stuff. To catch me live, check out my Twitch, link in the description. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.